Aha, hello. This should be working. Oh, can you hear me? Are you? Are we going? I think we're moving. I think the magic is happening. If I put my small face in the top corner, it's me. There we go. Sorry about that. Just dealing with a few useful, outstanding bits and pieces that the plumber / handy person was sorting out. Pavel, my man, thank you. It's the start of 1963. What the hell has been going on? What has been going on? I don't know. Let's briefly go big face. Oh yeah. Okay. Stuff. We're getting started already. We're getting into the thick of it. So, it's the 1st of January 1963 in the stream. Lights in my office are supposed to be off. Off? On? It's on. Everything's on. It's just a bit dingy. Oh, that's why. It's because I hadn't done that. That's why. There we go. Blobby Tables is still 3 episodes behind. 1st of January 1963. We had last year in 1962 we had the Transport Act 1962, which we know had been actually. Let me check something a second. Yes. Sorry, I'm just checking my bits, as it were. Transport Act 1962. This has come along, and it was essentially to kind of disband the Amphitros Transport Commission and reorganize the transport undertakings. There had actually been a Transport Act 1953, but we won't talk about that. Didn't do very much. In the UK, there had been. On our islands, there hadn't been. There wasn't a 1953 Act. The 1953 Act didn't do a huge amount, to be honest. It created a bit more. It tried to undo some of the socialism that Attlee had been doing. Tried to kind of slightly commercialise and also tried to slightly push British Railways back into separating out into grouping again. It was basically trying to undermine British Railways and return it back to being grouping. But anyway, so we have the Amphitros Transport Commission, and we're going to look at. We are going to look at. Condition BSG 75 is saying that their mother was born in 1963. There you go. So we have the Amphitros Transport Commission, which is going to be split into 3 bits, of which my face is in the way, so I'm going to get rid of my face. So we have got the Amphitros Railways Board will be one bit. The Bradshaw Transport Board will be another bit, and then there'll be a residual company called Amphitros Transport Holdings Limited, which will be a 3rd bit. And so we're going to look at the various bits of the Amphitros Transport Commission and how they split up amongst this. So we'll start with Amphitros Railways, which is mostly going to be part of the Amphitros Railways Board, as you'd expect, under the name Amphitros Railways. But a bit of Amphitros Railways, the buses, is being split off into its own company called Amphitros Town Buses Limited under Amphitros Transport Holdings. So they're splitting out. There are a couple. I think Hexham and Hendon both had buses operated by Amphitros Railways. Now those are being split out into a kind of a nationalised but a sort of arm's length company under Amphitros Town Buses. So that's Amphitros Railways. Next is Bradshaw Transport, which stays pretty much the same. The Bradshaw Transport Executive is abolished, and the Bradshaw Transport Board is formed. Kind of trading under the name Bradshaw Transport still, but they're retaining the roundel. They are retaining that roundel, albeit in a sort of a stylized manner. So we also have Amphitros Road Services, which you remember actually it already had a rebrand. It had moved on from the roundel already. It had kind of moved on from that with just a little black version of the roundel on the kind of that mustard coloured trucks. So that's being split. So Amphitros Road Services is being. Oh, you know what? I've just remembered I need to do a thing. Let me just go. I'm going to momentarily go big face where you can all see me, and I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to remind myself to get the all important tapestry up here, over here, in this computer thing here. That's going to go there, and this is going to go here. No. There, Windows, there we go. Oh, got there in the end. Let me just clear that, and make sure. Actually, you know what I need to do? It's just. Yeah, good. Oh, gotta get myself organised so that I can give you the highest quality stream possible. There we are. I just wanted to do that and that and that. Marvellous. I was doing this, wasn't I? No, not that. No. That. Oh my goodness. None of you saw that. It's fine. No one go back and look at what that was. That's very important. Oh dear me. What was that? What was just on there? Nothing hugely exciting. Fine. Good. Oh dear me. I've just been busy and doing stuff, so my brain's all over tizz. Yeah, don't look at that. Don't just definitely don't do it. If you want to spoil the series for yourselves, you can, but yeah, don't look at that. You'll have no fun there. Besides, a lot of it, the future keeps changing. Anyway, Amphitros Road Services is being split into it's being split into. There's going to be an Amphitros Road Services still, kind of keeping the branding and the standard, but it's splitting out. It's also going to have ARS Delivery, ARS Bulk Haul, ARS Heavy Haul, and ARS Liquids. And some of the liquids are being, Amphitros Petroleum Company still hauls liquids around itself as well. So there's other stuff going on. So that's that. What else is going on? Also the next thing is Amphitros Island Shipping, which we'd already seen. We'd already seen the Amphitros Docks Board being formed last time, my towel just metaphorically dropped, everyone, so you have to look the other way if you don't want to be embarrassed. The Amphitros Docks Board, I mean, what the ideal thing would be is to not ever put the stuff that's important and spoilersy on the screen that I'm sharing with you, isn't it? But, that's whatever. Amphitros Shipping Limited is going to be the new company taking over for Amphitros Island Shipping, Amphitros Shipping Limited. It's because my face was I can put a small face back if you like. I'm just over the top of Amphitros Transport Holdings, but you can look at my face now. So that's Amphitros Shipping Limited, and then bits of the fact that Amphitros Island Shipping used to run some of the docks. Those are now going to the Amphitros. Have already gone to the Amphitros Docks Board, so that's already happened. But there's some other bits as well because Amphitros Transport Holdings takes a stake in Amphitros Mediterranean Airways and in Amphitros Electric, the Amphitros Electric Company, or is it Amphitros Electric? Yeah, electrical company, AEC anyway. AMA and AEC, Amphitros Transport Holdings takes a stake. So that's that. Talking of AMA, we'll talk about AMA in a minute, but we're kind of with all this in mind, all these changes. Let us go to our fair island and see what's going on. You should be able to now see me. Here we are. Here we are. So while we're paused, let's just have a look at what's going. Let's unpause it and we can let some stuff happen. So what's been going on? We've got there are some things we need to do actually, but the game is working lots of stuff out. It's puzzled and confused, but fine. So I digress. So we have the Bradshaw Transport Board, but that doesn't really mean much change in Bradshaw. So it gets rid of the Bradshaw Transport Executive, swaps it with the Bradshaw Transport Board. We have Amphitros Transport Holdings is created to administer a range of kind of state-owned transport travel, some various engineering companies and bits and pieces that were previously managed by Amphitros Transport Commission. Amphitros Island Shipping is reorganised. The docks are have already been given to Amphitros Dock Board. So, for example, if we go down here, ADB Bradshaw Harbour, it's Amphitros Docks Board now. If you remember that branding from last time. AEC is not a power company. It's like an electrical company. It's the Amphitros Electrical Company, but it used to be a tram. It bought all the it formed from the trams, the merger of the tram companies, and it's kind of becoming its own thing. Very much. So there we are. So we've also got Amphitros. Yeah. So here. Oh, that's actually. Yeah. There we are. So Amphitros Shipping, the Amphitros Shipping Company, Amphitros Shipping Limited now owns what used to be AIS, the Amphitros Island Shipping. So that's a bit of a change. The bus operations in, for example, Hendon. has now got, so if I just do that and do this, yeah, you can see there's Amphitros Town buses here. So there it is. That's Amphitros Town buses doing its little route. So that's been split off, although ATH still holds, so the Amphitros Transport Holding still holds a stake. Yes, the electric railways, they all had their own power stations. That was true in the UK and the US for sure, and lots of other places as well. So separate thing. What else? I'm just scanning through to make sure I cover all the bits and keep you up to date with what happens, what has happened, what is happening. So the also yes, Amphitros Road Services. So we've had this split into those various sort of operating areas, and now the company kind of originally it was its own thing, Amphitros Road Services. Now it's being administered by Amphitros Transport Holdings. So it's sort of a subsidiary essentially of Amphitros Transport Holdings, and it's split into these 5 elements. Amphitros Road Services. Actually, you know what's a good way to do this is to click on lines, and then Hendon needing more bus coverage. Yeah, you'd think, but they don't seem to have started any. If I do this and then do this and then type arse, you can see we have Amphitros Road Services bulk haul there, so that kind of lots of bulk haul. We've got Amphitros Road Services delivery within this town, so where they're kind of going from, for the most part, this is going from a harbour or a rail goods station to where it needs to be in the town. So that's a lot of the delivery services there. Heavy haul for things like steel. So bulk haul is like grain and coal and ore. Heavy haul is like steel and timber. Liquids is pretty self-evident. It's all the fuel-y type stuff. That isn't specifically. It's like generally for companies rather than for APC. So APC have their own Amphitros Petroleum Company have their own fleet of road vehicles. Then just ARS as well, which doesn't have that much. It's still got a few things. Generally, it's in supply chain stuff. So where you've got a large, deliveries and of all sorts of mixed stuff, then you've just got ARS there. So the kind of the general kind of delivery. So there you are. That's Amphitros Road Services being kind of jiggled about. Yes, but actually, it's still the 1st of January, conveniently, because we've got some things to do. We have some things to do. Firstly, towards the end of the year, actually, we're going to have a little check of some things. The first thing we need to check is no, I want to check what's been electrified. Yeah, so we've got some electrified railway here, going this way. We can check the state of things going this way as well. There we are. This is all electrified all the way up to here. Actually, I need to check. Yeah, check. That's fine. I have a feeling that this will require electrification through to here, because they have to have a wire run going through the S&C just in case for overrun protection. But there we are, fine. Then electrified all the way along here, and through here, and all the way into Voris Limin. Lovely. The next thing I want to do is just check where where we've upgraded our track. So we've got decent concrete sleepers and well-prepared track materials. There we go. Jack Elliott quad track electric railway. Jack Elliott doesn't seem too happy about that. I can't help you. Actually, we've not quite finished electrifying. Oh no, that has been electrified. Good, but just hasn't been concretified. That's fine. That goes through here. There we go. Marvelous. TVC on that area that we've just looked at, by the way, and then that's kind of that at that point, I think, because we've got some serious civil engineering work to do down this end. But I reckon we can. Should we? I don't think we're going to get very fast on the approach into. I think we're going to leave that to it, to be honest. see what's going on with that shortly. Okay. So I think... So a couple of things. Firstly, let me have a little think. Yeah, okay. There's a service here that I want to just check. So we've got 1E Thaps Vorious Limon, that's it. And what's currently running it? Not very much, to be honest. What's up with the S&C in the middle of the Triangle Junction? Oh, it's just it's a temporary situation because this is not the final, because there's about to be a big railway station here. Thaps City is about to be built here, so this track geometry and everything around here is about to be impacted by further works being done in Thaps. So yes. The thing I need to do is... what was I doing? Go in here and find vehicles. I'm so hungry. I made errors by not having food first. That's a whoopsie. We're going to actually... If I clone this and just go and find where it is. I hope it's here. Yes, it is. Good. Fine. So 2 of those, and the thing I want to do is... There we go. And... There we are. There is going to be a new electric loco. Going to start running a new electric loco, and also we're going to trial it with a new paint job. There we go. Yeah, what is that? 620 capacity. No electric path. Oh, of course there's not. Oh, because we need to upgrade this to being an we need to get this electrified. Ah, yeah, for sure. Let's do just that. Yeah. That we can do. Very nice. Lovely. Where was I? No. You. Yes. What was it? It was this loco here, and we were putting it into this brown colour, weren't we? Nice brown. Actually, that seems a bit rich, that one. They're trialling some different paints. Let's just put it that way. Now, it doesn't seem happy. Why is it not happy? Could not connect all alternative terminals. Now, is that because of a lack of wires? Probably is, because of just what we've just done. So, which alternative terminals is it not happy about? Appears to just be up here. It is max 75 miles an hour for the coach and stop behind. Yes, it is. Let's pop that on. No, that on. Oh yeah, I'll put the buildings on as well, so you can see that. Oh, I'll put the signals on as well. And we need that on. We'll put trains on so we can see if there's any trains that... Yeah, fine. So if I close this, what's electrified here? Why is it... Ah, because it... There's no... Is there nowhere for it to double back on? Is that a... It is a double slip. That is a double slip, which means that it can... Yeah. Okay, so it just can't come into that platform. Okay, so it can't come into platform. It can do 7, it can do 8. It can do 6, it can do 7, it can do 8. Yeah. So it just can't do 6. Maybe that's fine. Thing is, I kind of feel like the East Coast Main Line is going to need more than 2 platforms to itself. So what we need is basically we need a crossover, don't we? Because it's not. If it comes in this way, it's going to come in. Is it because this is one way? Does that solve the problem? It's just solved the problem. It's a one-way signal. Termination platform should be in the middle of the station, so everyone has to go around it, just like Swindon Station. Thank you. Oh, Jack Elliott, you're in London. You could have done it. There you go. You have to live with your own mistakes there. Right, so that's fine. Can it do another one? Can it do 5? No, it can't. There's no crossover for it to get back the other way. Oh, I suppose I could put one in, couldn't I? I could put one in. Can we do that? So now if I check that, would that allow me to do 5? Yeah. Okay. So if I just quickly make that yellow so we can see what it's doing. Yeah, it's coming in there, terminating. It's got 4 platforms that it could call at. Nice. Okay. Happy with that. Cool. So that's down... That's over here. Yeah, lovely. Oh my god, it's renamed all of these. Oh my goodness me. Who can go back and look at which shed was which, and which was number 1 and which was number diddle? This is a bug of the game. Like, why has it decided to just rename it? That's so dumb as hell. Ugh. Like, the programming of this is... what was it? Thapst New Works number... I think this was number 1, wasn't it? Is that right? Number 2. Someone confirm. No, that's right. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And number 6. I think that's right. Anyone else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely. There we go. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? Nice little brown and cream colour on the... very nice. Yeah, new locomotive there. Yeah. New electric locomotive for the East Coast Main Line. So they're trialling it. They're not doing the big fanfare introduction of services yet. But it's happening. It is happening. So, completion of electrification from Royal Limited to Thapst. We've got our first electric express services operating. There we go. That stub track is not there for any particular purpose other than if this had a round table, you know, a turntable, which don't exist in the vanilla game. It's just to create some interest. There we are. Yeah, big fan of the 1042. It's a nice looking loco. Yeah, very nice. Oh, so we've got those services running. Worth just saying before any more chaos happens. Discussions between Amphitros Railway, the newly formed Amphitros Railways board, and Thapst's sort of city council has come up with a compromise for dealing with this through here, which is they will allow for and partially pay for the four-tracking, but particularly they will allow for the four-tracking through here on the proviso that Amphitros Railways provides a new station down here, a new suburban station down here in the south of Thapst. So it wasn't in the original plans, it's some scope creep. The unrealistically small curves on model railways annoy me. They annoy me hugely, which is why if I'm making a model railway, it's going to be in like a proper fixed one. It would be an N gauge to allow me to make it better, and I'd do it with flexi-track. This is where that station is going to have to be, which then begs the question of how am I going to fit that in, and what's it going to look like? Question mark, question mark. I think in the middle of here, yeah, with the tracks sort of splaying out of it. The trouble is there's a... Whilst you could get another fifth track in here on this side, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's where to do it. So split it off from that side. So bias it a little bit on this side of the... yeah, so maybe have it here. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is just a suburban station, so it'll just be a two-track station, yeah. There we are. So, let's see what this is going to do, shall we? First things first, let's not forget to do this. Uh-huh. We're not necessarily going to build and complete this station yet. It's just we're going to kind of put this station building in place and kind of get it lined up so we know what we're doing. Oh god. Let me just extend these tracks a bit. Yeah. No. There we go. Oh, interestingly, it's not actually... Oh, is that because I just do a bit of non-straight track? Hard to tell. Is that why? Oh, yeah, because that bit's not actually straight there. Oh, God, okay. Right. So I need to actually do it from this side by the look of it. Fine, I can do that. Now, let's bulldoze this lot and we'll work out exactly what we're going to make this layout look like. Yeah. Platforms on the other side only because, I mean, I realise I just bulldoze these, but platforms on the other side only because they need to be. These will be through fast platforms. There we are. Yeah, fine, there we are. What are we going to call this station? I need to have a little think, just to double check my map to see if there's any particular names of places that I need to remember for this area. No, I don't think so. I think it might just be something as inane as like South Thapst or Thapst South. Vote now. What are people thinking? Thapst South or South Thapst? Anyway. So let me do some of this sort of thing. while I'm here. Let's also just check how that's looking. Fine. Actually, this is probably not a bad time to do this, actually. Create the priority of the... Get this work done while I'm here. Fine. But the thing is, that's now going to go like this anyway. Actually, we might well slew all these tracks over because, yeah. It's a shame because it actually is going to mean that this is going to become a tighter curve, which is a bit sad, really. Oh, let's do a bit of straight. No, stop that. Behave. Thank you. Now let's see what that looks like. Fine. But we're gonna bulldoze. Yeah, that's now going to be really tight, isn't it? Ugh, nuts. Right, okay. Okay, if I go back to here, let's see what that does. Oh, inside of the curve. I beg your pardon, folks. There we are. Oh, it's pushing it a bit on the end there, isn't it? It's definitely require some bulldozing at that point, isn't it? The thing is, maybe it... Think about what it's going to do. Maybe we want to push it up, up one. Do you see what I'm saying? Like push it kind of this way. Compound curves certainly do happen. Yes, they absolutely do. It's just a case of me working out what the optimization of that compound curve situation is. Yeah, it is a shame that they haven't worked out how to do curved platforms. Although in a way, curved platform, it's good that curved platforms don't exist. We don't like curved platforms, do we? Ideally, but let's just. I'm just going to double check this and see what this does. That continues 93, 93, 93. I will take whatever I just did. I will take that. Fine. Marvelous. I haven't electrified any of that, have I? Alright, fine. And I think that is better from a geometry perspective, an engaging perspective. Okay, doesn't solve this headache though, because let me tell you that ain't gonna work like that. That 32 is not happening. So this means this bridge needs to be reconstructed and it needs to be pushed back a little, which is going to cheer the aerodrome up at no end, I'm sure. Yeah. So we need a new bridge, and let's see if we can avoid bulldozing all of that. I'll tell you what, I bet putting a bridge back in here is going to be really hard work. All those houses are gone. They're gone, folks. We're going to put in a temporary track alignment here, I think. Oh, that's actually alright. Okay. Okay. Oop. Let's get that on the go. Hello. Okay. Fine. Let's do that, and then do that, and then do that. Which I think is exactly what was there before. Just with this. So we've just renewed the bridge. Also, possibly bulldozed some houses. They'll reappear momentarily, I'm sure. We've got rid of some signals too, which I need to pay attention to reinstating. Hello, everyone. Yeah, the current system is a bit clumsy. Yeah. Let's just do this, shall we? There we are. There's still quite a bit extra to do. Don't worry, we will be doing it momentarily. There we are. And some trees have just appeared in the middle of... That's no good. Let's electrify everything we need to electrify, because this would be electrified, of course. I think this is electrified. Yeah, this is all electrified as well. Fine. Lovely. And we need to then place the tracks to connect up to here. Now, what speed are we going to have for the S&C here? 60, some 60 mile an hour? Yeah. Why not? It's on the fasts. Is that 60 as well? Yeah, it is. I don't want that. I want this. Thank you. Yep. Overrun protection. Lovely. Fine. Signals. I guess one there. Where's the next one for here? So I need to have a little think. So that's there. Is this now? Oh, it's a bit close to... annoyingly, that... Yeah, okay. We bulldozed one down here, didn't we? Which we're going to place back here. Signal near the bridge is left over from the temporary crossovers. Oh, that one. Ah, okay. Noted. So then it kind of raises the question, where did we plan on... Where did I originally plan on placing that? To be honest, it probably wasn't that bad where it was. If I place that... I kind of want... Okay, so that needs to be a signal. There needs to be a signal there. But actually, I don't necessarily want there to be a signal here. I think there probably needs to be, doesn't there? There's so many old alignments everywhere. Old bits of alignment. Where do you mean these old alignments? Oh, the history of the old map. Oh, yeah. It isn't yet spaced correctly. Okay. So I place that. That means that we had... let's say, what was that? To about there, and then, so and then about middle-y to about there. Oh, so it's about... is actually to... saying that it can go to about here, but I'm presuming it can't go there because its bum will be into S&C, yeah. Okay, so actually that's just leave that open, basically. Going in this direction, we've got signal there, and so we can definitely put another signal in there. About the same place, actually. Let's put one over here. Fine. Is that everything I need? It's coming down here, and there's a signal there, but could I get one more in? Probably. What's that? If I'm about to there, and then about to there, so signal there. I think that might be right. Level crossing the Thaps new works hasn't been upgraded. Oh, you're absolutely spot on. It has not. Very good point. Very good point indeed. So that comes through here. This is now a bit more of a substantial junction. Does that look? What services are currently running through here? Oh, weird. What's going on? Why is there only one side of trains going that way? Oh, dear Jesus. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, is there a... am I supposed to be putting another junction in here? Okay, right. Well, firstly, that central... no. You're going to be in 3. Yep, that's fine. Good. And then, yep, nice. Maghull Thapst. That is going to be... what is that? Maghull Jams and Jellies. Oh God, it's running. What's it? Oh, it's running into the fasts. Oh God. Okay. Oh, that, to be honest, needs to... from Maghull Jams and Jellies needs to run... what does it run? It runs on here. Then runs off. So Maghull Jams and Jellies, Ridgely Central. Can actually just get rid of that stop. Run that. So then going to run onto the slow... oh, is there a set of slows, really? I'm not sure there is really a set of slows here. Oh, there is. But it's actually just a bi-die thing for the... yeah, okay, so... map central and then come back via... that gets that off there. Yes, lovely. There we are. That's that, really. Marvelous. Good. Okay. So, what do I need to do next? Nothing. That's that, I think, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. Let's go up here and tidy this mess up. Yeah, I'm going to whiz this back to... I think there's an issue with the geometry back here for some reason. There we go. Just check these speeds. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. It's just got this weird little blip situation going on. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. It's a nice, smooth, lovely. Very nice. And there we go. Everyone get ready to wince. Everyone ready? Wince time. But collaboration with the city. There we go. There we go. Some serious demolitions there. Now, we need to have the ability for the trains coming from Thapst Central into Haverhill to then end up on running out over onto the other tracks so that they can disappear off onto the Great Central. So that means just working out what the best bit of geometry is to do that. Now, is it going to be a double junction? Are we going to do a unique double junction here to enable that because of the type of flow that we get here? Or are we going to have the classic ladder that we've had on the East Coast Main Line thus far? With the higher speeds enabling trains to go back and forth more easily. Let's have a little look. Let's see what we can do here. And then we'll come back and signal it up. Yeah, Pascoikelhausen saying, was always hoping that the Haverhill choke point would exist forever, but it had a good 100-year run. Yeah, it had a good 100-year run, but the socialists have ruined everything and expanded this issue, let's call it that. Now, I wonder if we even need this crossover here, because we probably have the trains when they run out of the depot are going to be going the right direction anyway, so maybe we can actually get rid of this crossover as well. Yeah, that might tidy things up. So we got rid of that crossover. I'm just thinking about whether we want the turnouts to be as close at this end, because the trains on the fast are going to be going at 50 at that point anyway. So maybe that is what we want. We essentially want to run a bit like this. Um, 60 at that point, 50 at the other point. That could be in this situation, and given the way the game works, I'm inclined to say that that's what we. Except that I should have done it inside curve first. Let's do that again. But the inside curve first. From here, oh no, it's further back, wasn't it? It's from about ear to ear. There we go. 1960, so from there. Oh, come on, man. What's he doing? Why is the game doing that? Come on. There, that'll do. No, come on, you nitwit. There we are. There. I think that is very nice. It's a double junction here rather than the ladder. That gets things across there. But what I do want to do is provide the potential for... Actually, does anything on the fasts need to get onto the slows? I'm not sure it does, to be honest. The fasts are this side here, so these are the fasts here. In fact, we'll upgrade... Shall we upgrade the... No. Fine. I will... Oh, no, I should be able to do it this way. Come on now. Where are we? You have to do it this way. It is electrified, but it's not. There, just give me an idea of which the fasts are. Those are the fasts. So the fasts come through there. Then they're pretty much free. We need to have... We need a... crossing from here to here, 40 mile an hour one probably. There we are. And that's the crossover there. Don't want the same in the other direction. I'm trying to think what operationally what. I don't think we need it. I don't know. I'm trying to think in terms of operation. I'm trying to think what use what value it would be for the fasts to drop into the slows at this point. Not a huge one, I don't think. Hello, Dina. I think so. We're going to come up from here. Tap south. Suburban Flats. That can go that way. It can go that way. The fasts will be paired off that way. You'll get the move from Thap Central onto the central line, kind of in the direction of the central tract there. Everything will go through this slow 40-mile curve, but then it'll disappear off. The fasts will then accelerate away. We just need to signal that up, I think. HSTs are basically the only thing the deluxe version of the game is going to have. I will be getting that version of the game though. Let's be honest. So, let's be real here. Let us be real for a moment. Let's just do that. Oh. And also... a bit of that as well. There's no... It's fresh ballast. There's a lovely bit of new alignment here. They're gonna pour the ballast on that. There's no tomorrow. Lovely. Yeah, grand. Okay, so that's a major bottleneck cleared. We need to put some signals in and around it. Oof, golly. Okay, right. Let me have a think about that. How's that going to look? I think... So we've got... let's have a look. Go back to where we know it. So we're here. The signal... So go in this direction. There's going to be a signal here. We know that for a fact. We know that... what that means is that in the other direction there's going to be a signal here. Unavoidably. Also there's going to be a signal here unavoidably, and probably place this one here actually. Yeah, okay. Yes, because that's coming in there. So it means off the back of that signal position, if we came round... If we came round from like there... So kind of like probably there-ish signal. I'm pressing on the screen, as you know I like to do. Now. I'm going to kind of ignore that crossover for now. Although this section needs to be bi-die, just so that if something is going into the depot, it can go into the depot the wrong way, like along the track the wrong way. So we can do that. So that needs to be signal in the right direction. Okay, fine. Which is actually okay, because that, I think... Okay, let's have a... I wish I could draw a line that was a distance that I wanted it to be, because for really tight curves, my method of distance measuring is not so effective. I think, actually, signal-wise, I'm going to place a signal, so that's coming round... I wanted to go further anyway, didn't I? Because it's off this, not off the back of that signal, it's off the back of this S&C to make sure it's not blocking it. By which point I'm wanting to go maybe to here. And the reality is that I'm going to be placing the signal there anyway. Okay, fine. I will place the signal there. Although that has to be a bi-die signal. Fine, it can be. Now, that's coming that way. Off the back of that, it's coming... oh, that's a good point. What is the distance between the catenaries? That's a very good point. Let's have a look. 80 meters. What is the distance between them? It's about... What is that? About 30 meters? Yeah, it is about that, isn't it? Because there's... That's 36... what is that? No, maybe not. Maybe 20 meters. About 20 meters between each one. Let's say that. Okay, so 20 meters. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. God damn. 20, 40, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. Can I count? It's amazing how much your brain turns to jelly when you're streaming. Actually, that's kind of like... that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 100, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280. By which point you're kind of reaching this signal. So that's not too bad. So then going this way, what is that? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. By that point, you're kind of reaching there. So it's a little longer than is ideal, but... actually, maybe we want to half the size of that block, just in case it's a smaller train. Just go for a half block size. Yeah, I might do that, actually, because that's the slowest anyway. So I'm going to put one there. Fine. And then in that direction, we've got a block there, and then a block there. I'm okay. I think that's... Does that look sensible? Is everyone happy with that? Any complaints? Yeah, I think so. I think that might be that, you know. Yeah. What other trains are going through here? Do we need any others to stop? No, we don't. It's just the Thatched Framlingham service. We probably need to put a station building in here. What we're going to do, just a little... Oh, fuck, I don't want to do that. Actually, I didn't want to do that either. I'm going to do that and that there. Bare minimum. Let's get some roads in here. Oh, also we need to put in MISC. Yeah, let's get this situation going on. Oh, maybe just put it in this in the middle as might seem sensible. There we go. Yeah. Oh, it's a very ethereal musical motif. Very nice. I wish it didn't do that, actually. There we go. That's going to have to do, and then likewise down here. Let's do the same thing. Oh, didn't like that, does it? There, can you come down there? Oh no, it's too high up. Oh, I suppose it is quite a way up the hill there, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Golly. Didn't realise how much of a hill there is there, actually. Yikes. Oh, you know what we can do. We can fix some of these problems that we were causing a minute ago. And yeah, fix this kind of headache. That kind of headache, and then this kind of headache. Let's see. So that goes in there, and then maybe I want to do something like that. Maybe something. Probably not. I probably want to actually just tidy this mess up and do something a bit more joined up, a bit more like that maybe, because then buildings will build up next to it, and then everyone will be happy. And then, yeah, we do need a building. We do need a road going this direction, but it doesn't then have to be. Yeah, exactly. It can be a bit more. Even a bit further out, actually. You know. Yeah, there we go. I think that's fine. There. Connection to Thapst South. Golly. Terrain, pull up. Yeah, well, quite. Ah, it's fine. It's a lovely little gap in the... It's all good. I mean, let's face it, this airport is not in the best place. It's rammed. It's a very busy airport, but the Thapst City are looking for an alternative airport location and solution as we speak, because this it's not a long-term solution. Yeah, problems. I mean, it's a very, very busy airport. What's that one that's busy? Branshaw Thapst. Yeah, there's people going from Branshaw to Thapst. Hopefully they'll do less of that when the East Coast Main Line's operating. Won't we hope? Am I sure we can't smooth the alignment further? Where? Oh, what was that in relation to? Was that the road? Or the yeah. Anyway, right, that. I think that's that. Hopefully, not too many headaches. What's this service? Thapst Shanklin on the central line, yeah. That's a very good point. Let me just check that everything's going the direction it should be. It appears to be, in fairness. It looks to be doing the right thing. Yeah. What's that freight? PC Rouge Le Haverhill. Oh, I see. Yeah, gosh. Oof. Okay, fine. Fine. What time is it? Bloody Nora. Time's flying. How long? We did this for an hour already. Tight curve in Hendon. Hendon tight curve. Where? Which tight curve here? There's no tight curve. That's fine. Right. George, what's 2 months away? 27th of March, 1963. No, I don't think that's nothing going on then. Oh yeah, 23rd of January. Let's talk a bit about. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about AMA briefly. Let's see how AMA are doing, because that's our nationalised airline. Let's have a look and see how they are doing. Well, there's J8 Flights Limited there. Is not doing great, but it's also not carried anyone yet, so that's fine. Okay, let's see. AMA, Aberdale Droitwich is, yep, that's fine, and it's doing quite well. Aberdale to Notteros is doing alright. Aberdale to Raleigh, 2 planes, is doing pretty well for itself. It's a popular route. Aberdale Shanklin with Comets, we've got jets on that now, nicely, 1 million. Aberdale Voris Limin, not so much. Yeah, interestingly, that one's not making the moolah. Is that just because it has too many aircraft on it and it's not? Let's have a look. No. Both aircraft are empty. Maybe it's just because it's... we'll give it a bit of time. But it seems to be doing alright, though. Other than that, yeah. Let's see. Blobby. This isn't Hendon. This used to be... This is Haverhill. It still is Haverhill. It's just that the city's got bigger. It's absorbed more. So this bit's still Haverhill. It's just that this is not Haverhill. This is the other place. Shorten, I think it's called. What is this? Yeah, Shorten. Oh. That is not Haverhill Farm. It's Shorten Farm. Yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. What was it? 23rd of January. Other shenanigans are afoot, though. There's a company down... While we're here, there's a company down here. Henmac Limited. There it is. Henmac Limited. Let's talk about Henmac Limited very briefly. Because there's Henmac Limited. Hendon Amphitros. That's it. There's this happy person. And yeah, these things, it's they make... What do they make? They make... electronic crap. I don't know. Hard disks or something. Henmac, they make these things, and they are going to get gobbled up by a company called Farrell. They were previously called Ennio Farrell Company, and they're now called Farrell Company Limited. Here it is, Farrell. And yeah, they're absorbing Henmac. Henmac's getting absorbed by Farrell. So Farrell Company Limited. So we need to go in and do some absorptions, because where are we? Henmac Limited is now going to be Farrell Company Limited, except that it's Hendon, because that's Hendon there. Fine, lovely, marvelous. There we go. So that's that. That's a bit of... That's Farrell Company Hendon Limited. They've just done some outreach. Where is... The thing is, there is also... Where are they? Down here. Ennio Farrell is somewhere around here. Let me go in and find Ennio Farrell. Where are they? There. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yes, there's Ennio Farrell Company, which is now, as we know, Farrell Company. Well, it's just Farrell Company Limited. There it is. There they are. Glorious. It's very epic music for what we're experiencing right now. Marvelous. There we are. Farrell Company Limited. There we go. Very nice. Henmac brand asbestos discs. Yes. Marvellous. Well, AMA is a nationalised operator, N00, N01. Right, so anyway, but I'm waffling away. So that's that done. What was that? This is the 23rd of January, isn't it? I might as well update me tapestry while I'm here, which was always kind of wasn't my plan because I want to keep this series moving on. But anyway, right, let's go back. We're in the game screen. Fine, good, because let's get on with it. See some stuff moving along. See those electric trains moving. I want to see if they're going to whiz along and make magic happen. Oh, there is another thing we do need to do in February, actually. Well, imminently, to be honest, is go around. We never quite did the rationalising of train sheds. So I think maybe we just go through all the train sheds and kind of work out whether they're going to, what's going to happen to them, whether they're going to be rationalised, closed, so on. Are these electric trains often doing anything now? Waiting for a moment because everything is. It's not too snarled up. I mean, this is moving. Yeah. Go, 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 little train. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna, maybe they'll just, there we go. I think the brown looks quite nice, actually. Anyway, there we go. And it's got a green light by the look of it, so it's just going straight on there. Marvellous. Here we go. Run. Run, little train. Right, so while that's doing that, let's just go and... let's get rid of that. And let's just work our way through these. You know what I forgot to do is do that so I remember what they are. Some nice little piano work here from our friends at SimCity. There we go. Also, how are our finances doing? Nay, great. So, let us go through this list of... Oh my god, I forget that it does that. No, you, and... I just have to go and find it. I should be able to double click and it'd take me to it. Why have they not bothered to just fix the code on that? Come on now. Like Blackpool Oil Refinery Shed. That's up here, because Blackpool is up here. Yes, so that shed, the oil refinery shed, is here. Yeah, that to me seems like a not necessary situation. That definitely feels like a we can bulldoze that type situation. So let's do just that. There we are. Let's just and get rid of it. It's gone. We don't need it. We don't need all the. We don't need to have like, a dozen sheds everywhere. They're not necessary. Or rather, 2 or 3 dozen sheds everywhere. We did. You remember we had the rationalization. Arrol Limited at sell the building to the refinery as garage space. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's a not a bad point. I don't think there's the space for it. Actually, it's not quite. If I did want to do that, I'm not sure there's enough width here. Yeah, it's not quite. Yeah, not quite. It's not quite big enough. But it's a good point. So that's one. Let's go and have a look at some others. So the next one is Bradshaw Great Northern Shed. Ah, now that's staying there, because that's basically, that's the sort of shed that you definitely retain. I'll go and show you this one, because it's... It was a very Monty Python. There we are. There it is. This shed, because this is the one that's going to be basically, when they've got their locos running in, they'll be maintaining the locos in this shed, so that's fine. That's definitely going to be retained. Lovely. Bradshaw Wagon Works. This is possibly the first wagon works that was built in Bradshaw, this one here. I'm not sure it's going to continue to exist. I have a feeling it's going to get kablamoed. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's it. It's gone. Yeah, that's an old building that's been very much got the old kibosh there. No, that's a nice little corner building. It's a shame that it isn't on a corner. Well, I suppose it is on a railway corner. Yeah. That's nice. That's a good pile of old buildings here. What's that, 1902? That's pretty old. What about these? Some of these? 1899? That's not bad. 1925? That's newer. That's much newer. There's a lot of new construction. Bradshaw Continue. What's that? 1912. 1891. Oh, it's a legendary little building there. Nice. Let's take a little picture of this historic building and its little aspect. It's nice to remember things. There we go. There. Don't know how long these... It'd be nice if old buildings hung around. Yeah, anyway, there we go. These are older as well as 1883. Yeah, that's even older. That's a big commercial building there. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's nice. Let's get a nice little shot of 1960s Bradshaw there. Did that actually work? Yeah, it did. Nice. Anyway, I digress. What else have we got? Yeah, not that much. Preservation movement in full swing soon. Yeah, maybe. Look at this busy old situation. You can see, yeah, Bradshaw East project very much continuing here as they're digging out holes to build a station and generally doing lots of busy bee work. Yeah, lots of additional construction going on. Some camera mods to fly. Once you're caught up, some camera mods to fly over the city through time would be amazing. Yes, I definitely need to do some. I mean, to be honest, Besquickelhausen. It depends. You know, I might send you a save or two, and you're welcome to. If you've got an unmodded version of the game, you're welcome to kind of run it and do some fades. That'd be well awesome to have a look at it. Yeah, it's much construction work going on. Anyway, I'm getting distracted again. You're all distracting me with your interesting thoughts. Butterley Works. Also interestingly, there's a train in Butterley Works. And Butterley Works is over here in... no, it's not. It's here. Butterley Works. There it is. It's an electric... You know what? That one's not good. They're gonna... And not just because it's got a train in it, but because... Oh, for goodness sake. Butterley... Did I call the other one a TMD or an EMD? I think I called the other... Let's have a look down here. There's a yeah, EMD. It's another EMD. It's the second kind of official EMD, but it's electrified, so they're going to run it as an EMD. There we go. So they can run electric trains out, so they can maintain all the trains that run on the suburban, the suburban service in the Spa City region that's here between Harrogate, Nottingley, and Droitwich. There we go. Let me see. Right. So that's Butterley. Church Street Shed. Where's Church Street Shed? Church Street Shed. Now, is that the shed down here? It is, yeah, interesting. See, I think that's probably not necessary to keep open anymore. In fact, I'm inclined to think they might. Do you think they'll bulldoze this old station as well? The old station. I think they might. Because there's a potential for development here and creating more homes, and these buildings are not adding any value. So I'm inclined to think they're gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gone. And also, are we doing it? Are we getting rid of the old one? Motive power center. No, it's not a motive power center in Amphitros. It's electric traction maintenance. I mean, it's a TMD, a traction maintenance depot. But there we go. Yeah, it's a melancholy thing. Yeah, I think it's going. Or is it? Thing is, it's quite nice there, isn't it? It's got a nice little sort of aspect to it. The 3 stations here. Yeah, you know what? I think they might leave that there. There's space behind it for buildings to develop up if they wish to. And they just, in this case, not all the case, but in this case, they're definitely lifting the tracks as well. They're just lifting those tracks, and that can get developed as required, as seen fit by the city. What else have we got? Come on. So that's that. Coat Walls. Coat Walls Wagon Works. Oh, I don't know. Where is that? You know what I can do? I can go over here, and that'll let me know where Coat Walls Wagon Works is. Coat Walls Wagon Works. Ah, here. Oh, yeah, that can go. That's. There's no need for that to stay open. All these have been basically inherited, and they're like, there's only so many that need. So Amphitros Railways. This is the time to. Oh, of course, this has got a train stored in it. Now, we've fixed this problem before, haven't we? Let's go down to Flitwick, I think. Sorry, go down to Flitwick, and... Yeah, fine. We're going to go... Yeah, there we are. Let's do this. So there's 2 there. The big works at Flitwick is fine. That's not going to. It's a pretty substantial works. There's to do a lot of construction there. Oh yeah, there's a new new urban road being, well, it's suburban, interurban really. Some pretty sizable work's been going on in Shanklin actually for improving the roads through Shanklin. Yeah, that's been happening kind of without us paying much attention over the last few years. What else have we got? We've got so that's Coat Walls, which we can now bulldoze, which is up here, isn't it? Where is it? It's here. Yeah. There. Get rid of that. Marvellous. Don't need that. Lovely. There we go. Had the concept of railway land. Yeah. Well, we've kind of been doing it. We've what else have we got? We've got Kroll Company Wagon Works, and there's some rail buses stored at it. Where is that work? Oh, it's on its way to them. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. So if I go to... Where is the Kroll Company Wagon Works? I'm guessing that's over here somewhere. So we've got... That's not those ones. That's Owlet EMD. Kroll Company... Oh, it'll be up here. Ah, yeah. Kroll Company are probably going to keep hold of their works, actually. That's kind of one of those situations where they're like, no, actually, we want to maintain our own wagons, because the Kroll Companies are pretty powerful. No, they're not pacers. They're rail buses. They're the only DMUs around. There's basically the only DMU that you get in the flipping game. Because the game is European and everyone's sane electrified their railways. Oof, anyway, so that's that. Fine. What's the... Oh, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. I'm getting very easily. Ely Timber Shed. Ely Timber Shed. Oh, I know where this is. Yeah, this one can go. It's here. It's here. Yeah, that one is just going to disappear because we don't need that. Let's be honest. It's gone. Rail motors, or RMs. Oh, thanks, William Adams. That's down in Australia, that they would be called that. Interesting little tidbit. Hello to everyone. Hello to all 40 of you watching this live. Modest, but entirely respectable. For this thrilling episode of Gareth Deletes Rail Sheds. Etching Hill Shed. I have no recollection of where that is. Where is Etching Hill Shed? Now, if I go buy vehicles and do this, say I just buy one of these, and then I go to here, and then I can do this, and then I'll find out where Etching Hill Shed. Oh, it's there. And then I can sell the damn thing, and now I know where. Now I know where that is. Where is? Oh, it's north of Rugeley. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. Again, I just don't think that's a necessary structure. It's gone. It's gone. There we go. Tis gone. What's the northern terminus of the East Coast? Voreus Lumen is the northern terminus of the East Coast Main Line. If RailNatter is niche, I don't believe there's a word for this show. Yeah, well, quite. So that's that. Fine. We're not going to keep these tracks here, though, because other than just doing... definitely going to get rid of any... Save some tracks, shall we? There we are. If we can, make some savings. Flitwick Forest Wagon Works. Now that... I know where that is. That is over in Flitwick, which is over here. If you do spot something you want to go zoom in on and have a look at, always give me a shout. Yeah, this one can definitely go. Fine. There we go. Marvellous. There we go. That's going that way. That's going that way. What have we got left? So that we've got Framlingham and Froome sheds we can whiz over and have a look at. So Framlingham, we know where Framlingham is. It's here. There's definitely... you know what? I think Framlingham shed is probably going to stay there because Framlingham's a bit out of the way. You might find that they need to do some maintenance on the trains at that kind of at night to operate. So that's staying. Froome. Is Froome's up here? Froome maybe is a similar story. You know, it's still the top end of the Great Western main line. Yeah, that's nice. You see the nice development has popped up here. So the spot that they freed up by demolishing the station buildings. Froome shed there. I think there's an argument for keeping it there, I think. Let's see. So that's Froome shed. The Great Western Railway shed. What's... Oof. I think that is down in Thessalos, which is down here. Is it this one? Oh no, that's Hesketh Wagon Works. I think that might be... Hesketh Wagon Works is sort of hanging about for now. Where is the... Ah, there. This is it. Yeah, that's it. It's the first... That's the first works that we placed, I think, isn't it? Is it? I think it might be. Or maybe not, actually. It might have. They might build that later. But anyway, it's definitely there. Again, that's a shed attached to the station. I think that's sort of saved by that, by merit of that. Oh, people like Froome Station. Good. I'm glad you enjoy that. So let's see. So Thessalos is getting quite big. Yeah, it's got the fuel refinery as a major employer. This, of course, is famous for being the first passenger terminus that was built on the map, I think, wasn't it? Is that right? Or was the first on the Western Isles Railway? I think it might be on the Western Isles Railway. Froome Station is cute. Yeah, you're right. It is cute. I like Froome Station. Let's see. So, next one is Hadraw. Oh, I have no idea. It's a big map. And... oh. Ah, okay. I mean, yeah, let me just get rid of that. Yeah, fine. It's down here, south of Shanklin. I think this will get sold. I think it's going to get bulldozed. Yeah. There we go. I do want it to be a bit of like a bit of a visible physical legacy of some of these. Hence why I've been sort of putting some staining down to kind of like hint that they once were there. Oh dear, what's that? Weird. Anyway, okay, fine. I also think that's probably gonna just get rid of that track there. To be honest, that's gone. Lovely. Yes, big road, pretty busy, full of buses and things making their way between Shanklin and Flitwick. Yeah, big busy thing, and a nice big urban, nice roundabout there. Lovely. Plus working its way up and over some railways. It's a fiddly bit of road to build. I can promise you that. But there we go. So they haven't abandoned motorways entirely, but they're just being more selective and picky about where they go. Then they still have the big motorway plan. If you remember last episode, it's not going to be long before houses plonk themselves in the middle of the roundabout. It's going to happen very rapidly, I'm sure. Let's keep going. Hartlepool. Hartlepool. Let's go over to Hartlepool. What do you think? It's another shed by a station building. Yeah, they're going to keep that there, I think. For now. There's just a lot of outlying ones that, like Hesketh Wagonworks, for example, that we don't know where that is. So we're going to find out where Hesketh Wagonworks is. What's Hesketh? Rings a bell. Oh, we just looked at this one, didn't we? Have I changed my mind? Do I think... You know what? I've changed my mind. I think Hesketh is going. It's going. Yeah, it's going. Oh, that's the wrong colour of gravel. Smashed brick is what I'm aiming for with this grey. There, it's gone. Lovely. How many more have we got? We've got loads. Look at them all. Oh my goodness. We've done a few. We're working our way through. We'll do some more in a bit, I think. Fine. We'll let time do some passage. I could stop the houses by placing fences and other props. Yes, you were right, Michael C. It is around about and a half, yeah. Fine. I could go and place some fences to stop the roundabout getting things. Oh, opens accepting new. Should we do it? We can do this by... It's going to take ages. Do. This is the high quality content that you've all arrived here for. This is the good stuff. There we go. And we are barely halfway around the roundabout. Fine. Fine. You can all pile on to... Who was it who suggested it? Everyone, we can all pile on to whoever suggested that we do this, even though it is a good idea. I'm glad of it. Because you want your roundabouts to stay roundabouty, don't you? I wonder if any buildings will sneak through. Might happen. Do. Now, the next question is... perfect, right. Can't complain about that. Now, this is live streaming. Yeah, quite. Add this to the channel trailer. For sure. May as well make a garden in the middle. No. But... might be a... It kind of has lampposts all around it anyway, doesn't it? So no, we're fine. I always forget this thing. The asset builder. Whatever it is. I have the ability to add... like Armco end, so I can add these sorts of things like the park kiosk, mailbox EU, antenna, like a 4G antenna. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely more stuff there. I guess this is a thing for like modding that it's useful. I don't know. I don't really know. Anyway, let's get on with things. What else I want to show you? Yeah, I want to just show you. So Annapolis over here. There's Liverpool. There's Bodmin. Annapolis has the old Annapolis Airport, but they are constructing a new Annapolis Airport over here. New Annapolis, you can see building a big new airport over here by the coast. Again, with the intention that it's going to be connected to the railway here, so it's got a new construction station being built as well. Anyway, so that's happening. There's some construction work going on there because Annapolis continues to expand. What else is happening? Let's just... Where's that, where's the, let's see if our electric train is making its way, actually. I want to see that thing on the way. There's an electric train. Oh yeah, there is another electric train on its way. Now that's coming on to here to go towards Thapst. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's kind of... This junction is functioning as a two-way thing, which is good. Let's see. There's a lot of piled up mess. Fine. What is this? Thapst Stratford. That is a thing as well, in fairness. Yeah. EMU equals spark. Lots of steam still pushing around. Although, interestingly, kind of opposite to We had more diesel freight and less more steam passenger services at this in the UK at this time. It's kind of flipped it. Most of the passenger services are running with the perceived clean new diesel. I'm just going to drink some water before I die. Yeah, fine. It's definitely still a bit of a queue forming here, though, isn't it? Is that just... Why is that? Yeah, why is there a queue forming? What happened? I've also lost track of time, haven't I? Horrendously. So a couple of things have just happened. I've let time slip. Back on the 11th of March, we had a thing. Let's go over here. Back on the 11th of March. Wrong mainline railway. What's the mainline railway that I want? I want this one. Here it is. This lovely bit of railway here. I'm just curious to see if you see the steam pop-ups. Do they come up in the corner? Oh no, they don't. Because I'm doing game stream, so they don't. Okay, that's good. So here we have this lovely bit of railway here. Then it runs up through Wooler, Malardos, as it's going to be renamed, up here and whizzes up into... There it is. How busy are these trains? Not hugely busy. Yeah, well, quite. Run up here and onto the... what is this kind of regional line now? The former L and RR, Lowestoft Raleigh Railway as it was built. Well, there's a shed that doesn't need to exist anymore. Let's just tidy that up immediately. Lovely. Depot contains vehicles. What's in there? Oh, someone stored a... you know what? An unruly... Sometimes preservationists win, sometimes the efficiency of the system wins. Here we are. It's gone. Right. What services are running up here at the moment? Some freight running through, and then there's the kind of the passenger service, which is now diminished. It's diminished. What am I going to do here? What I'm going to do is this, which is... there's no 3... Yeah. What I'm going to do is rename this to 4. There we are. 4. And because this is now going to be... What is it? Where is it? 4J01 Droitwich 2, and it's not going to Chesterfield, it's going to... there we are. Why am I modifying this, you wonder? Well, you know what? I'll show you. It's because we have got, as you see here, notice on the South Western Joint Railway, the Amphitros Railways Board hereby give notice that on and from Monday, the 11th of March, 1963, the direct passenger train service will be withdrawn between Droitwich and Chesterfield, and the service will therefore be altered at the undermentioned stations. As pointed out, the passenger road service is already in operation in the area, and a new service will be introduced between Wooler, Victoria and Chesterfield, Great Northern, connecting at Wooler, Victoria, with existing services to and from Droitwich, Victoria. Details of these services are available from North West Busways Limited. There we go. Yeah, so it's just pointing out that the freight will still continue to be managed, blah blah blah, but it's just saying there's been an alteration to services because they have to put one of these posters up. And this is actually under the previous. This is still kind of under the provisions of the proceeding of the. It's not under the provisions of the Transport Act 1962 because they're not. Before that, it was much harder to do this, to kind of modify services and close a line. So anyway, so as you can see, Mr. H.A.C. Worth, District Traffic Superintendent, Woolley Victoria Station. There we are. So there we have it. Some alterations being made in down here. So Droitwich 2, and it's not to Chesterfield, it's going to be 2. So it's going to come up the line, whiz off, and end up in... we're just going to terminate in up here in Wooler. Maybe it'll do... Yeah, okay, so I think it's going to come up. I wonder if we run it up to here, it'll do us sort of do the job, won't it? Have I got a crossover here? I don't, do I? Okay, that can be arranged. We can do that. No catenary. It's not an electrified railway. There we go. So that allows me to... Where are you? 2J... Yeah, come here. You're going to start from... there, and not serve that bit. We go through Shepshed. There we are. That's so. Let me just change this to yellow so we can see which direction it's going. Or pink, actually. So yellow is easier for you lot, I think. Yellow. So it's going to come up through there. Where? No, we want to change which platform it's coming in on. Platform 5, I think. Yeah, there we go. Platform 5. It's going to come up, park in there, disappear off down here. Then it's going to go through Shepshed, along the Shepshed branch of the South Western Joint Railway. What else have we got running around on here? It's just freight, isn't it? Yes, this just becomes a freight-only line at that point. There we go. Marvellous. There we are. I think that's that. Yeah. Little local service. Managed vehicles. These are now local. Yeah, because I'll show you in a sec. There is a bus service running down here. So if I get this up, yeah, you can see there's a perfectly good bus service running, run by Northwest Busways here. So there's a few different buses that they run. So there's also connecting with Aqualine, the other bus company up here. What used to be West Coast Motors, I think. Is that right? Yeah. So yeah, you can see there's the bus line, Northwest Busways, and running through here. And it's got a nice little junction here, splitting, going either side. One way going to Shepshed, the other way going up to Chesterfield, and then the bus running up here, and there's another one that runs up to Frome. So there's a fair few bus services running around here. Aqualine again over here. What runs over to Dorchester, I wonder? Are there any bus services that run? Oh yeah, there's an Aqualine that, sorry, there's a Northwest Buses that runs into Dorchester as well. Lovely. So there's a mixture of, yeah, the passenger service is not being withdrawn altogether. It's but yeah, but this theme of passenger services on the railways being augmented or replaced by bus service, it's not new. We've seen it happening for, we've seen this happening for a while now. We've seen this happening, but it's not the end of the story, because yesterday, in in-game time, a little thing happened. So we know that. Right, where are we? Here we are. Yeah, so We know that back in 1947 we had the Transport Act 1947, which brought everything together. You know, we did the two railway companies, the big two, brought those together as one. And even within the big two companies, there was quite a lot of duplication because there were so many lines that kind of ran parallel to each other. You know, you remember the railway map? It was a mess. And in fact, if I dig out the map, where is it? Get the old map up here. Arc. There we are. That's what we want. If I get the old map up here, and yeah, that'll do. Do you remember the map? Should we just switch terrain off? Yeah, let's just switch terrain off. There's the map, and there's a lot of duplication. There's a lot, you know. There's the Southwestern Joint Railway running up through here, but even that line's kind of transparently a duplication of other lines, right? And it serves, you know, it duplicates other stations. But there's quite a lot of other duplication, you know, up in the kind of the northeast, and Mikrolados up here, and okay, Bradshaw is suburban and freight, so it's a bit different. But there's kind of, you know, a lot of duplication around the place, a lot of duplicated railways. You know, Morecambe, you know, why has Morecambe got double railways going into it? So there's all this duplication, you know, multiple duplicating lines all over the place that, frankly, don't need to be there. Let's see. So anyway, there we are. And you know, the socialist government's like, right, yeah, we actually need to sort this out. We need to you know, so right, let me continue on my narrative, shall I, rather than waffling on. So yeah, 1947 we had the Transport Act. 1955 we had the Modernisation Plan. Modernisation Plan aimed to take what there was and greatly improve it. So, you know, improved rolling stock, signalling, track. You know, we had the modernisation off the back of the modernisation plan. We were still on. It's still happening because we've got the East Coast Main Line is still being upgraded. We've seen half of that kind of upgrade complete now with the line into between Vorios Limit and Thaps being completed, and obviously there's still quite a lot of major work to be done on the line southwest to Bradshaw, but that's kind of ongoing. So there's a huge amount of work that the modernisation plan was doing. The point of the modernisation plan was to kind of turn around the finances of Amphitros Railways, because the Amphitros Transport Commission and the bulk of that was the railways were losing, as it were, to private road transport. So jump forward to 1959, and then we had this reappraisal of the modernisation plan. And if you remember, that report looked at what had been achieved under the modernisation plan, but re-examined the future course of that plan, and it used that phrase kind of re-examine the future course of the modernisation plan with particular reference to the next 5 years related to the future size of the railway system that will be needed in view of current economic developments and future expected requirements. So already there's this discussion of the fact the system is a bit messy. So there's not hugely strategic. There's lots of duplication, lots of stuff that doesn't make sense. Another area there is a lot of duplication, by the way, is through here, like around kind of Annapolis, and like there's all these main lines going from Bradshaw northward, snaking around, and they were there for different railway companies' purposes at the time. But you know, there's a lot of unnecessary railway there. So jump forward to 1960, and we had the report looking at the reorganization of the nationalised transport undertakings, which set the scene for the Transport Act 1962. And a big provision within the Transport Act 1962 was the ability to change rail services and close railways more easily. And so we needed a plan to look at what that might mean and what the alteration of the railway would look like, but also essentially picking up the baton from the modernisation plan and going, what else can we change? What you know, we've had nearly a decade since the modernisation plan. What other things can we change to update the railways? What kind of things need to be updated? And worth saying at this point that by this point there was a new the person in charge of the railways kind of appointed at appointed by the Socialist government, but it was someone from Kroll Company, actually. Moved across from Kroll Company, Kroll Construction Company, CCC. A chap called Samuel Kroll. And, actually, do I have a picture of him somewhere? I think I do have a picture of him somewhere. Where is he? I took a picture of him the other day. Anyway, I'm going to go big face while I find... Let me look for this little picture of our boy, Samuel Kroll. Where is he? Oh, here he is, yeah. Yeah, there we are. Right, let me just full screen that. You can have a look at him. Actually, I'm gonna. Let me just grab this picture of this guy, and then do this. Why, yes, I am editing on the fly. You know, it happens, doesn't it? Let me just do this and do this as well. There we are, and there, marvelous. And God, why's he doing that? Sorry. There. Marvelous. So, yes, sorry, Samuel Kroll, who is, you can see, is here. Here he is the new. He's actually the first. Director of the board of the Amphitros Railways Board. He's the chair, sorry, of the board of the Amphitros Railways Board. Here he is. Slightly shifty looking eyes. Let's not worry about that too much. There's a picture taken in his eponymous town, in fact. Yeah, there's a preservation movement kicking off in the chat. I see there's a huge number of different preservation movements. So anyway, but jump forwards to the 27th of March, 1963, and we have... Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to go in here and find... Where is it? Where is it? There we are. Candid picture capture with long lens. Yes, it's the reshaping of Amphitros Railways is published today. Yes. The Kroll Report, as is often referred to. Here it is. And what is this going to look at? What's it going to say? What's going to happen? Yeah. One for you to all explore before the next episode, because I'm going to wrap this one up at this point. A few things have happened. We've had that service running on the East Coast Main Line, which is exciting. I'm in fact I'm going to run and save the game right now, because there we are. There we go. What is it? It's 1963. It's 1963, and it's 0328. And we're going to say Kroll Report. There we are. Save. Because there we go. Will I post it in Discord? You'll need to update the wiki. I'm going to post everything in the Discord so you can update the wiki. Of course. Anyway, here it is. Enough of me waffling on. Yes, the reshaping of Amphitros Railways. It's time. So, until next time, we have to understand what this report says and what it contains within its covers. I will see you all next time. I will see some of you, hopefully all of you, in fact, tomorrow evening for Rail Natter. No, not tomorrow evening. Wednesday evening. It's a Monday night, isn't it? Yes, and we'll talk about modal shift. In the meantime, who wants me to be taking a photo of me holding the report like our dear friend Doctor? Yeah, that's it. Right. Anyway, so yeah, you lovelies, I will see you all. I will see you all soon. The next episode is probably going to be after Baby arrives, so it's going to be a bit of a pause until the next episode arrives. Which gives you plenty of time to speculate over what you think is going to be inside the Kroll Report. So you can have fun with that. You can have fun having a think about what you reckon is in there. And so yeah, what is it? Episode 60. Wait, was this 69? Was this episode 69 of the series? Nice. Episode 70 of the series might be in a month or more, possibly even more. We'll see. We'll see if we can squeeze one in before Baby arrives, but I think chances are it'll be afterwards, in which case there'll be a bit of a pause and a delay. So you have to just do some speculation and do some thinking about what you'd like to see. Anyway, I'll see you all later on. Thanks everyone. That's been a 2-hour stream. It's the shortest one of these in blinking ages. Anyway, right. Small face hiding tired dark eyes for some time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cheerio, everyone. Cheerio.